No, it wasn't hard because I'm at a point in my life. You know what it was? I just had had enough of it. So it wasn't like a struggle for me to say, like, you know, I really want to drink, but I want to stop, but I love drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it throughout my life. I was never, like I said, I don't want to make it sound like I was some kind of raging alcoholic. You know, I wasn't out like every weekend like some drunk ape, like being an asshole. Maybe I was, but I always drank as a social thing because everybody the guys that I worked with and hung out with, that's what they did. You know, and like I said, I always worked crazy hours. We all worked the same hours and we hung out together. So you get off work at midnight, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, where are you going to go? We went right to the bar. So I did that. I did that for years and years. I started drinking when I was a kid in the schoolyard, drinking like quarts of beer, stuff like that. I was never to the point where it ruled my life, you know what I mean? But I did it more often than I should have. But then as I got older, I was like most people. I always thought like if I was around people, I had to be drinking. If everybody else was drinking, well, I had to be drinking otherwise how are you going to have fun? And I mean, I wish I would have realized it much earlier, but that's not the case. I just look back, like how many times I got up, like the hangover, feeling like shit, and then the older I got, my tolerance, I don't know if it was a blessing and a curse at the same time, but I wasn't like a pass out drunk. I would drink and drink, I didn't pass out. I don't know if that was good or bad. But to get back around to your ultimate question, was it hard? No, at this point in my life, it wasn't hard at all. I don't miss it. I don't miss one bit of it. I can be around people that drink. They can fall down drunk. It's not going to affect me. I don't feel like, hey, I need to drink too. I don't want to. I like just getting up in the morning, getting out of bed, not having a hangover, feeling like I have the flu every day, and just going to do what I want to do. Today it was 95 degrees and I was in the park and I was doing the workout. If I still had like alcohol in my life, like to some degree, I wouldn't be doing that. There's no way I'd be doing it. I know it for a fact. So don't miss it. I have no intention of ever going back to it. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but if it's something that you do and you can get rid of it, I think it's a big step. I think it's a real good thing to do. Yeah, to a degree, cold turkey. And then I might have had a couple of times where I fell back and had a few. And like I said, my tolerance is like in the tank. Like I said before, when I was younger and I did it, I guess because I did it often enough, I had a real good tolerance. Again, I wasn't like a pass out drunk. I could hold my own all night. I would pace myself and go. If you want to call it cold turkey, I did a couple of times, I fell back where I was out with some guys that I worked with. And then I wound up having a few, and true to form, I went overboard. But that just, when I did that, like I said, I with not having that tolerance, I was shot. I can remember the last time I did it. I was at a friend's house down the Jersey Shore. And I was done for about 3 days. And I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing it. And I haven't done it since. And that was at least a few years ago. And again, I don't miss one bit of it. Not 1 minute of it. I can't sit here right now and say, wow, remember that night we drank and we did this? I'm so glad. If I didn't drink that night, it would have been nothing. And if I think of anything that's pretty much gone wrong in my life, alcohol had something to do with it, without a doubt. Not everything, but mostly everything. The once a week or, whatever, a couple of weeks, that's tolerable. But then you have to say to yourself, like, why am I drinking? Are you just doing it socially? Like, are you going out with people and they're drinking and when you do it, are you going out and having 3 or 4 drinks and then cutting it off, or are you going like full bore? I'm not going to sit here and preach to anybody. But I can tell you from my experience right now, not drinking, not having alcohol in my life is, I wish I had quit many years ago. But I eventually did. Thankfully, I did come to the realization. But even if you're doing it once a week, once every other week, like, why are you doing it? And don't take this as like I'm criticizing you, but if you're looking to quit, you want to ask yourself, like, why am I actually doing this? Am I doing it because I'm with these people and they're drinking, so if they're drinking, I have to drink. I can't be with them if, And are you losing any time from it? Like I said, are you able to go out and have 1, 2, 3, 4 drinks and then get up the next day and be no worse for the wear? Or are you drinking yourself to the point where you need a couple of days to recover? I don't have time for that anymore. I did it for too many years. I wasted too many days nursing hangovers and stuff. So I don't want to do it. And if it's something you're looking to do, if you're looking to quit, I think that's the first question you have to ask is, why am I actually drinking? Why am I actually doing this? Do I like it? Like, I had guys, they would talk about beer like it was like, oh, they have the coldest beer, and you have no idea how good it feels. That first sip going down, I'm like, just give me a bottle of Coors Light. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm only doing it because I'm here with guys. I didn't dream about alcohol. I didn't love the taste of it, So you have to look at, like, why you're doing it. Do you really like the taste of alcohol? Are you doing it because of social pressure, or just that you feel that you have to? You have to figure that out in your own head. But if you're like borderline and I really don't need it, I'm telling you, it's a world of difference living your life without it. Definitely. I would highly suggest it.